Welcome to this beautiful Monday morning. Lovely to see you, ladies. If you joined me yesterday, you will know that our topic of this week is next level accountability. My name is Michelle Dale. We're inside virtual co-working space, and I'm super excited about the topic this week. So normally we do our accountability at the end of these videos. Or at the end of these talks, and I thoroughly stick by that, but we do sort of I call it like the entry level accountability. You know, it gets you used to the process of the accountability. It keeps it very sort of in real terms, I guess, in a way. But now what we want to look at this week is the next level stuff. Now, we talked about gratitude yesterday. We talked about having gratitude for tomorrow. We talked about the present and the now. And it's very interesting. So I found a quote. I was looking for it because I always remembered this quote had quite an impact on me. And we're talking about the goal today. So this part we're talking about, you know, when you write down your goal, okay? So obviously the thing that we talk about is having written down the goal as if it's already been achieved. So I'm so grateful that this has happened. But there is always that level of resistance that some people have, that they're reading out a goal and in the back of their mind they're going, yeah, but I can't see it. I'm saying I've got it and I can't see it. Does anyone have that? Does everyone have that, like, you know, feeling like a bit of a fraud type thing because they're saying something that they have something in their mind or their ego or their left brain or something is saying, well, actually, no, you don't have that. So a lot of people go through that process, and it wasn't until I realized this concept that everything is now, and everything is now. You know, I'd read books and stuff like that on this concept that there is only now and you've got to stay in the present. And it's really hard to wrap your mind around that when the future technically has never happened and the past is the past and it has happened because you have memories of it. But all those memories are manifestations and creations within your imagination of what actually happened. You know, your thoughts, your feelings, your expectations, your assumptions, it manifests in physical reality. So you can say, well, I didn't manifest that exact thing with that exact detail. Well, whenever the details aren't there, the universe fills in the details for you. That's just how things work. So I came across this quote and I put it in the chat. I'm just going to go up to it and read it. And this is really about the waiting, because you have to eliminate the waiting from this, because there is only the present. So you're not waiting for anything. As soon as you state the goal has happened, it's happened. And then you have to understand that the waiting process is the bit that keeps you waiting. So the more you wait and the more you look, the more you stay in the waiting room of your manifestations. So this is from the Power of Now book. It says, so give up waiting as a state of mind. Give up that feeling of I'm waiting for something and it hasn't happened yet. When you catch yourself slipping into waiting, snap out of it. Come into the present moment, because that's all there is. Just be and enjoy being. If you are present, there is never any need for you to wait for anything. So next time somebody says, sorry to have kept you waiting, you can reply, that's all right, I wasn't waiting, I was just standing. Now, that probably was a key statement in me coming to realize that everything is actually now. We mentioned this yesterday on the gratitude. It's not, you know, we can imagine and we can pull up the past in our memory banks and we can believe 100% it happened, even though it's pulled up in the past in our memory banks. It's not happening right now in this present moment. Now, if you want to recreate that again and again and again, just keep remembering that version of it. Keep remembering that version of it, and you'll keep recreating it. What you need to do is you need to understand that you can remember things wrong, or you can remember things differently, or you can remember things in another way. You can remember things as if they happened differently. And this brings us back to today's topic of be. Before you achieve the goal or reach the goal, you have to be the person that has achieved the goal. Okay, so we talked a little bit this week about be and have, your behavior. We talked about become, be and it'll come. And now we're talking about before, which is before you will see this manifest into reality, you have to be that person who has it. Now, that doesn't mean it's really hard to explain. It's about acknowledging that there is only now, and the person you are now is the person that you've always been. And if you remember, oh, I did that wrong and I messed up there, or that terrible thing happened to me, that's remembering in an imaginal way. It's imagination and visualization, the past, because you can jump back in your mind to that memory of the past instantly, and it can bring up instantly all of those feelings and thoughts and emotions that occurred in the past, but it's not real. It's in your imagination at this point. Now, what we're saying here with goal creation and manifestation is you do the same thing, but you do it for whatever it is you want to manifest in the future. You do it as if it was now, because you're imagining the past as if it was now. You're imagining it from the now, so imagine the future from the now. This makes a lot of sense if you really sit down and think about it. So before you read your goal in accountability, and always every day we read our goal out loud. We read our goal out loud as if we already have that goal. Before you read the goal, add something into it. You add in who you are now being and have always been, because there is only the present moment. So who is that person who has achieved that goal? Who is that person being right now? Now, whether you add in, I am such a successful virtual assistant. I have created this incredible business for myself. You know, I have wonderful clients that I work with every day. So it's all about stating who the person is that has achieved that goal before you read the goal. So let's say the goal for you is, I got one client. I got a client today. Okay, let's say that's your goal. Now, my goals, sometimes I read the same goal every day, but oftentimes I create new goals for the day or for that week. If I want something more instantly, I'll create a more instant goal. But, you know, let's say I have a client. I'm so grateful I got a client today. So the feeling of having a client is the feeling of gratitude, the feeling of happiness. So, you know, those are all the feelings of surrounding of having it, which what we tend to focus on in the gratitude, it's what we tend to focus on in the goal. I'm so happy I have this amazing client now. But who have you been to get that client? Have you been super confident? Have you been super busy with client consultations? Have you been super successful in your VA business? Who have you been? Who are you being to achieve that goal? So add that in, you know. So in the end, what it becomes is the goal is I have a new client now. And the feeling around it is I'm so happy I have a new client now. But what we need to do is add the be in. I'm such a super confident, successful virtual assistant that every day I have new client inquiries coming in. And I'm so happy I got a new client today. Or I have a new client now. Okay? So that's how you need to go to the next level with this stuff, is you insert the be before you read the goal. The most important thing in any manifestation is who you are being in the present moment. And you have to read that goal from a place of the person who has achieved it, not from the place of the person who has not. So you have to make a conscious decision to no longer be that person who is not successful, who is in the state of lack, who is in the state of worry, concern, anxiousness, all of that stuff. You step in this moment because there is only the present moment and there is no waiting. I'm going to cancel the waiting now. Maybe we'll talk a little bit tomorrow in the visualization. But you have to be the person and read it from that person. So I always like to put in that bit before so you can affirm to yourself who you really are. And you are the person who has achieved the goal already. So that's what you need to add at the beginning. I am, I have, I'm so this, I'm so that. You know, some people, and it's really interesting, people love to ask why. You know, why is this happening to me? Why did that person say that? Why did that? You know, we're always trying to figure things out, you know. Try to also flip your whys on the head, you know, so they become more from the person who you are becoming. Your whys are a very big indicator as to whether you've already stepped into that person. And if you've not already stepped into that person, you're still going to be on your old timeline. You're still going to be in your old paradigms. You're still going to be on your old path, the old person. You have to fully step into the person, the next level person that you are in order to achieve the goal. So you can say things like, if, let's say, I'm a super successful virtual assistant, client consultations are coming in daily, and everything, I get the pick of my clients, my most ideal clients, what kind of whys would I be asking myself? Ponder on that. Why do I not have enough time in the day for all these people that want to work with me? You know, like, or why am I getting so many consultations right now? Or why is it so many people are magnetized towards me? Why is it I attract so many great clients? How is it I have this most ideal client base that just keeps coming to me? How is it I get all these word of mouth referrals? Because I'm that good. Because I'm the best. It's so, like, I know that people have resistance to saying, I am that good. I am the best. I am better than anyone else. But that does not affect anyone else. By you saying I'm better than anyone else, it doesn't affect anyone else around you. Everyone is better than anyone else if they choose to be. Everyone is better than anyone else if they choose to be. This is not about what about that person and about you kind of having morals or being humble or not wanting to take anything away from anyone else. Everyone can be anything they want to be, and so can you. And as soon as we set aside this feeling of, oh, I don't want to push too far, I don't want to be too cocky, I don't want to get, then you are going to be in a state of, well, I don't want to have too much of my affirmation. I want to manifest a car, but, you know, I only want the wheels. Or, you know, like, I want to manifest money, but I only want, you know, enough to pay for my groceries this week. And then you got to do the same thing again and the same thing again because you're doing it from the same place. I'm the best wife ever. I'm the best VA ever. I'm the best mum ever. And I become that. And it doesn't affect anyone else on the planet. So why are we being humble? Be the person you need to be. Step into it today. Hug the old person who was keeping you in lack, who was keeping you humble, who was keeping... No. Step into your power today, in the present moment now. I am this. Read your goal. Have gratitude. Be happy. Live in the moment. Live in the present. Stop waiting. You are not in a state of waiting for the manifestation to happen. You are simply in a state of standing until it comes into your awareness. Standing until it comes into your awareness. It's already there. There's nothing to wait for. Nothing to wait for. It's already done and it's already there. And as long as you be that person who has already achieved that goal and you step into the behavior of that person, it simply is a case of standing there, enjoying life until it comes into your awareness. Stop waiting. That's what we do when we read our goals. Now we have to do that in our accountability. Nikki says yes. Yes. That's what we want to hear. It doesn't affect anyone. By you saying I'm the best at something, I have everything I want, it doesn't affect anyone, because everyone is responsible for making sure they say that they're the best. Everyone is responsible for making sure that they show up in their best version of themselves in order to achieve the goal. So today we are going to go to our accountability. We talked today about the things you have to do before you read your goal to get to the next level. Tomorrow we're going to go into the act of visualization, which is another interesting topic. And we're going to take visualization to the next level. And I shall see you back here tomorrow. Thank you everyone for being here. Don't forget, 5 p.m. My time this evening, 3 p.m. in the UK. I'll be getting together on a call, which is the introductory call, and there will be a replay for the One Sourcing Mastery. So excited about this. I'm going to take you through, in this introduction call, I'm going to take you through the entire program, going to take you through what to expect, and believe me, it's going to blow you away. This is mind-blowing stuff because a lot of this stuff I'm adding in from the morning mindset is added now into the One Sourcing levels and the program. And this is something that is not on offer anywhere else. I guarantee it. Nikki says, I'm so excited. Me too. See you back here tomorrow. We're going to be talking about visualization. In the meantime, let's do our accountability. Thank you so much, ladies. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Before we begin, don't forget you can join me live online inside Virtual Co-working Space at www.virtualmissfriday.com/VCS. If you enjoy this session, give it a like. I'd love to hear from you, so write me a comment. And so you don't miss any updates, don't forget to subscribe. Let's begin. So now we're going to look for the positive with our gratitude. First, we'll spend 1 minute thinking of the day before. Thinking of all the things that happened, reflecting on work, interactions, relationships, memorable moments, and more. Now you'll write one thing down minimum that you're grateful for. You can, of course, write down more. Something good, something that went right, a small moment or a big win. The more you search for things to be grateful for, the more you will experience things to be grateful for. Now we're going to read out your goal. Make sure your goal is written down in a journal or somewhere you can easily access it. Read your goal now, ideally out loud, and commit to this goal. Believe it will happen. And by reading this daily, the universe knows clearly what your goal is, and the things begin to shift in the direction of your goal. Follow your instincts when this happens by taking action. Now you need to see your goal in visualization. Spend this minute thinking about the goal in your mind. See yourself taking steps towards the goal, or even better still, see yourself having already achieved the goal.
Close your eyes and go there. Step into the feeling, step into the place, step into the accomplishment. And finally, it's time for your most important task. Set this task for today and make it relating to your goal. This could be something small like sending an email, recording a video, or making a phone call, or it could be bigger. Either way, one task a day is one step forward, and those steps will add up. Do what you can from where you are now. Set the intention, and the action will carry you towards your goal. Well done you for completing your daily co-create session. Have a fantastic day ahead, and I'll see you next time.